हेलो ट्रेडर्स। तो नेक्स्ट वीक ट्रेड करने के लिए आई वुड लाइक टू शेयर फ्यू स्टॉक्स आई हैव फिल्टर्ड आउट। उससे पहले वी कैन सी द सेटअप indicators I have prepared. Actually, I am just trying to keep my chart clean so that it's easy to do the analysis and we can get to know more details about it. So in this week, I was working on this pivot range, fixed range volume profile indicator. So, and I have removed some other indicators. Few of them was prepared by me and few are existing ones. So I'm just trying to keep it simple, clean, that can be used consistently in a long run. So this is Nifty 50. Just to have an idea, I'll go through the stocks to give an idea like what we are looking in a chart. So let me first hide these minimum indicators that I am trying to use. So let me hide this one as well, delete it. Okay. So based on the few stocks I have gone through, what we can do, we can keep this chart clean at first. And here this fixed range pivot volume, we can get this in a drawing panel. Like we can simply go here and look for this drawing panel. Then in the drawing panel we have this forecasting and measurement tools. Then under it we have this fixed, under volume based we have this fixed range volume profile. If you find it useful, you can just mark it as a favorite, then it will keep appear here. Next time we can use it from here itself. So अभी अपन को करना क्या है, we need to see the swing point, like what is the low point. For example, here it was in range for quite some time. Nifty 50, this is daily chart, and it made this low, and after this big bull run, this big bull upside move came and it went till this point. So कोई सा भी एक swing अपन को capture करना है. This is like an upside swing, and this is again one downside swing. If we can see from this higher point to this higher low point it went, so we can use this one also. So as of now, let me use this point. This is recent one, we can say. So now after using pointing to this higher point to this low point, we are having these three lines. This is central pivot line, we can say, where most of the volumes and trades happened. This is higher side and this is low point. So I have made some changes in this in this one. So if we see the setting here, so this is again just for to keep my chart clean. I have made these changes. If you see, this is the one change I did earlier. It would show like this. Then I want to keep the lines extended. So this is one change. Second, I removed this volume profiles. Like here I have option to change the opacity as well for each and every line, but I don't want to keep my chart to be messy, और उसको जितना सिंपल क्लीन रख सकूं उसके हिसाब से मुझे इसकी ज़रूरत नहीं है. मैंने उसको जस्ट रिमूव ही कर दिया है. दिस इज हाई पॉइंट, वॉल्यूम, average high point, this is low point, and this is center point, which we are seeing in this purple line. These other lines we can change the width and opacity as per our requirement. So I kept these two line as a black with opacity as 20%, and this center line I kept this in purple and 50% opacity, so it is visible to me and to identify on the chart. Nothing else, just this thing. So this is one thing we want to keep it on our chart. Now let me enable one by one other indicators that I am using for my confirmation. So this is pivot traditional center point line only. I am not using any other as of now for analysis purpose. Once we take a trade, then we can use different lines here, like what are the different ranges, support S1, S2, S3, S4, resistance, all these things. We can enable it at runtime, and we can have a separate copy of this traditional point pivot indicator, and we can enable it at that time. So that's a separate thing. As of now, I just want this pivot central line. So this is this black line. Next one is this new week opening gap indicator. So again, this by default comes with 5 week new week opening gap. I have just changed it to 3 as an input parameter. I don't want more than 3. Again, the purpose is same. मैं अपने चार्ट को क्लीन ही रखना चाहता हूँ, जितना मिनिमम रिक्वायरमेंट हो उतना ही चीज़ें चार्ट पे देखना चाहता हूँ. उसकी वजह से मैंने ये 3 वीक का न्यू वीक ओपन गैप सेटिंग से इंडिकेटर रखा है. Then another indicator is this multi time frame liquidity levels. This is again a good indicator based on different time frame. For example, after enabling this indicator, we are having these few lines we can see on the chart. So each line representing different levels of the liquidity, different time frames where liquidity reside. For example, if we see these blue lines, these represents daily time frame liquidity. Green line represent weekly time frame liquidity. Then we have orange that represents quarterly time frame liquidity, and after that at last we have this purple line. This represents monthly, daily, weekly, monthly, and then this one is last as a quarterly liquidity. So price moves from one liquidity to another, and we have this other indicator also, just so we want maximum of these indicators to be in our sync for confirmation for higher side probability where we want to trade. So coming to next one, this is fair value gap. So after enabling it, we can see there are few red boxes with lower opacities coming. So these are like daily time frame fair value gap we are seeing on the chart. Again, I don't want to see any fair value gap which has in the past and which is now active, not active as of now. So उसको मैंने अलग रखा है. Those are deleted ones. So still this chart is quite clean as compared to earlier I was using. This fair value gap was also gets deleted once price overrides it. So that happens at runtime only. Then we have this inside bar after big candle. So uh, I personally focus on the inside bar candles. So this is one indicator I have created. After enabling it, you can see we have this inside bar candle, and we have this blue dot on top of the candle. So what it does, it basically simply finds out the inside bar candle after just after a big candle. It can be a green candle like this one, inside bar after green big candle, or it can be after a red candle. So what I mean by big candle, that we can define here. As of now, I have defined it as a 1%. We can change this value to 2%. Then we may not have inside bar candle after this. We can see this one candle we have inside bar after a 2% move before that. So I have kept this as a 1% only. Just like in past, I have seen few trades as per my analysis. Uh, it reverses or big move comes after this inside bar candle forms after a big candle, we can say. And once this combined with other indicators, for example, this volume volume center line up or low line, or this fair value gap, and this liquidity area. So these are the important point, these five indicators I am using, we can say. And on top of this is the fixed range volume profile. This one I haven't used and did not trade earlier, but uh, I am still doing research, like analyzing it. I'll check how it is behaving. I'll do some back testing, and then I can say more on this. But this is something I found useful, and I just want to share it with you. इसका आगे देखेंगे कैसे बिहेव करता है। अभी अभी जस्ट दो 2-3 दिन से ही थोड़ा स्टार्ट किया है मैंने इसको देखना, और रिजल्ट्स आर लुकिंग क्वाइट गुड टू मी, और इससे काफ़ी नॉइज भी क्लियर हो जाते हैं चार्ट्स पे। क्लीन मूव्स वी कैन आइडेंटिफाई। This is all about the indicators. As of now, I think I should use and reduce this number also. I don't want to keep adding the number of indicators, and the chart also I want to clean. I want it to be clean so that I can see what I want on the chart clearly without much details on it. Still, we can do more on it. For example, like we can remove this new week opening gap from 3 to 2, or one would be much lesser. I think at least 2 or 3 we require based on the price where it is behaving. Yeah, so that's it for the indicators point of view, and the different drawings we are using on the chart. After that, we can runtime, we can use the trend line and the other things, candlestick pattern like hammer, reverse hammer, or whatever, like just for our confirmation to take a decision and trade on a lower time frame. Uh, that's it. Thank you.